హే గాయ్స్, ఏంటి ఆడియో వస్తుంది కానీ వీడియో రావట్లేదు అనుకుంటున్నారా? దట్ వాజ్ ఇంటెన్షనల్. యా, సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ ఆల్ ద love that you have shown me for my last 3 videos. I almost got 40,000 views for my last 3 videos, which I'm not expecting at all. So it kind of overwhelmed me. అప్పటి నుంచి I was trying to make videos, but I'm not able to, because అప్పుడు I just made videos for fun. ఇంట్లో ఉన్నా, I had enough time, రీసెర్చ్ చేస్తున్నా, సో వై నాట్ మేక్ సమ్ వీడియోస్ అని చేసేసా. నౌ బికాజ్ I got decent number of views, I am so cautious. ఎందుకో కొంచెం బెటర్ క్వాలిటీ వీడియోస్ చేద్దాం అని చెప్పి I took this long, and even now ఇప్పటికీ కూడా I'm not able to do a proper video because there are a lot of things, lighting ani, camera setup, mic, audio video edit cheyadam, all these things are difficult for me at least, but I still wanted to convey the message that I wanted to convey. So why not do a podcast anipichindi, and here I am. This will be my first podcast, and let's talk about how to get a research assistantship as an international master's student here in USA. To give you some background, research assistantship is a position where you will be assisting or helping your professor on the research work that he is doing, and he will pay you some stipend, and in most of the cases he will cover tuition as well. So manaki as an international student ikkadiki vachi finding part-time jobs and all is kind of difficult, right? So having something like an RA will be very beneficial, because one, the entire tuition gets waived off, and two, on top of it you'll get some stipend, which should be fine for your expenses, monthly expenses, and you can also save some. Okay, so now because you know what a research assistantship is, let's try to understand how you can get one. The first thing that you need to do is ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత find a potential advisor or a professor. So you know your department, you know the professors and the courses that they are teaching. నీ రీసెర్చ్ ఏరియా ఏదైతే ఉందో, నీ డొమైన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో, దానికి రిలేటెడ్ ఉన్న ప్రొఫెసర్స్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో, go and talk to them, ask them what are the projects that they are currently working on, show some interest that you are willing to work with them. If your background and your experience aligns with the work that they are doing, there is a high possibility that he might ask you for some help, right? Initially he might not offer you a research assistantship ni first semester lone, but he might ask you something to do voluntarily, and to get that trust from the professor you should do it. So initially work for free, వాలంటరీగా, you will be having enough time కదా. So apart from your courses, you'll also work under these projects, some small projects. Once you do that, and once professor is happy with the work that you are doing, there are high chances that he'll offer you a research assistantship, right? And also when you are approaching the advisor or professor, make sure that he has a good amount of funding. How do you know that the professor has good amount of funding? That again depends on the number of PhD students that are under that professor. Usually funding baagundi ante they will hire more PhD students. So PhD students unnaru ante he's getting some good amount of funding. So yeah, approach them, tell them that you are interested, and show them, like, initially, to get their trust, if you just go email them and if you tell them that you are interested, it won't work. You should somehow show them that you are capable enough and you have that commitment to work. One thing that I would suggest you is, most of the international students just masters కోసం వస్తాం, right? We wanted to find a good full-time job after our masters. We are clear about it. ప్రొఫెసర్స్కి కూడా అది తెలుసు. సో దే నో దట్ వీ ఆర్ హియర్ టు ఫైండ్ అ జాబ్. దే నో దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ అదర్ థింగ్స్ టు డూ. ఫుల్ టైమ్ జాబ్ కోసం వీ షుడ్ ప్రిపేర్, కుకింగ్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో వీ డెఫినెట్లీ కాంట్ ఇన్వెస్ట్ దట్ మచ్ టైమ్ ఇన్ దైర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్. సో వై విల్ హీ హైర్ యూ అండర్ హిమ్? He might hire someone else who is seriously into academics, who is seriously into like PhD students, right? So anduku you should somehow be able to convince them. One thing that I would recommend you to do is convert your masters to MS thesis. So how will this help? Ante this at least shows some commitment. So నువ్వు if you just do your masters under the professor, there is అంటే when you are done with your job, when you are done with all the courses, you'll graduate. But MS thesis ante that requires you should publish a paper, research paper maybe. You should write your thesis. You need your professor's help, your advisor's help. You should have one, first of all. So there are all these things kada. So once you do that, once you tell him that you are either interested in doing your PhD or if you are interested in converting your masters to thesis, he will obviously feel that you are willing to work under him. So you might get the position. Also, there is one wonderful hack to get a research assistantship. Cheppena? Yes. So, usually, if you decided to do your PhD, there will be some requirements. Let us say if you come here after your bachelor's, you should do some 16 courses to do your PhD. And apart from that, dissertation cheyali, and you should give your exams and all these things. Or if you are willing to do your PhD after your masters, in that case you need to do 6 more courses. So masters plus 6 courses, or bachelor's plus 16 courses, and dissertation and all these things. So నేనేం చెప్తా అంటే, మనకి యాజ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్టూడెంట్స్ గెట్టింగ్ approved to a PhD program is difficult, right? Because PhD is fully funded. You don't need to pay a single penny and you'll get stipend. So it has a lot of demand, and getting it is not easy. So what I would recommend you is, come here as a master's student in your first semester, and eventually when you figure out a potential advisor, right, మనం ఇందాక డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్నట్టు, go approach him and tell him that you are interested to convert your masters to PhD. So in that case, second semester law, if he is willing to convert you to PhD student, and most of the cases professors ki PhD students kavali. It is not very competitive, at least in my department and in my college. It shouldn't be that bad for you as well. And nuvu professor kinda work chesi, and if you show him that you are capable enough, then what is the reason that holds him back in converting you to a PhD student? He wants someone who is good. He wants someone who is capable of working. So he will convert your master's to PhD in your second semester. So from second semester, you don't need to pay a single penny. And at any point, if you wanted to drop your PhD, you can do that. Nuvagani, if you finish all the graduate master's requirements, so master's ki there will be some requirements kada. And if you fulfill all of them, even if you drop your PhD, you will be getting out of the college with a master's degree. So the plan is you'll come here as a master's student. Second semester law, you'll somehow convince any of the professors to take you as a PhD student. So from master's you'll convert to PhD. From then you will do all the courses that you wanted to. Graduate avvadaniki masters kosam ఏ courses cheyalo, you will finish all those courses. And then if market is good and if you got a decent job, if you got the job that you wanted to get in, then you will drop your PhD and get out with a master's degree. Else market bad undi ante you'll continue a PhD. I think this plan should work. At least నాకు చాలా బాగా సౌండ్ చేస్తుంది. So I hope this thing helps for you too. Let me know if you have any other questions or doubts in the comments. Please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. See you guys in the next podcast.